If you're into the reform of marijuana laws, big year last year in the United States. Washington, Colorado voted to make recreational use of pot legal. Well, our next guest has been working for years to make the same thing happen right here in Canada and BC. And in this election, Jodie Emery is running for the Green Party in the riding of Vancouver-West End and joins me now from our Vancouver studios. Jodie, good to see you. Well, I guess the first thing I got to talk about, and for folks who don't know, of course, Jodie is married to Mark Emery, who you may have heard, who's still in jail in Washington for his activism. So Jodie, tell me about what you thought about the Washington and Colorado things. Does that make it easier to talk about that here in Canada?
Absolutely. And Mark is in federal prison in Mississippi.
Thank you.
And he was indicted in Washington, but his own prosecutor, the former district attorney, John McKay, is in favor of legalization, pushed for the Initiative 502 legalization bill, and even allowed Mark and I to be official endorsers of the bill he was sponsoring to legalize marijuana. So we've got allies on our side who used to be pushing for the opposite.
Tell me about why the Green Party is the right fit for your particular brand of activism and not, say, the Marijuana Party or something like that.
Well, the BC Green Party has been around for 30 years, and they believe in ending prohibition to protect our communities. And I was running with the Green Party in 2009 in Vancouver-Fraserview when there was a lot of gang violence that took place, and my campaign focused on the issue of ending prohibition to end gang violence and save billions of dollars in law enforcement and take billions of dollars away from gangs. And the MLA who won, Kash Heed, also is now in favor of legalization, former police chief. I mean, this gentleman is working very hard to legalize marijuana as well. So I think running for office gives me the opportunity to speak about an issue that 75% of British Columbians agree on, legalization of marijuana. And I'm also pleased that the BC Green Party allows me to run as an individual. I won't be whipped into any votes. I won't be told how to vote. I'll be allowed to represent what I believe and what my constituents want. And I think that's unique in our province, and we need some spring cleaning in our legislature.
As you well know, there is a notorious picture of you that's made its way around the internet of you endorsing Ron Paul and being all for about freedom. And there it is. We're showing it right now. You look wonderful, by the way, in a bathing suit or something. In any
bathing suit, yep.
All right. Tell me, now Ron Paul is a liberty guy, but there's also a little baggage sometime with Ron Paul. Why do you like that kind of politics?
Well, Ron Paul speaks about liberty, and to me, liberty and freedom is absolutely essential for a democratic society. Ron Paul speaks about the importance of honest, accountable government, about smaller government, about individual responsibility and privacy. He believes in reducing the scope of government so it only manages the bare minimum essentials, and I believe in that too. So Ron Paul, he's just very brave in speaking out, and he's also allowed to speak in the opposite way of what his Republican Party traditionally believes. And I was so inspired just hearing about him over the years. And he may have some baggage, and a lot of that isn't quite accurate, but no matter what his personal beliefs are, he adheres to the Constitution, and he puts liberty and freedom above any personal preferences or opinions. And that is the importance, I believe, in running for office and being an elected representative. You must fight to maintain liberty and freedom of choice and limited, responsible, accountable government.
Now, let me just go back a bit, too. You mentioned Vancouver-Fraserview. That's where you were in 2009. Kash Heed won. I think you finished third. That riding doesn't have an incumbent now. Kash isn't running again. You're in Vancouver-West End. It does have an incumbent, a New Democrat. Why West End and not try one more time in Fraserview?
Well, I live in downtown Vancouver, so it's my home, it's my area, and I was offered the opportunity by the BC Green Party to be the candidate in Vancouver-West End. And because I believe in protecting our environment and having a responsible oversight of extracting resources and dealing with energy resources, I think the Green Party saw that I was an appealing candidate who can speak in favor of business, because I am a business owner. I employ 20 people. I understand that side of things, but I also believe in protecting our environment so we have enough resources to last for generations to come.
Jodie Emery running for the Greens in Vancouver-West End. Good luck, and hopefully we'll chat with you again.
Thank you so much. Vote Green on May 14.
All right, still ahead. BC in context. Have Adrian Dix and the modern NDP marched away from their worker roots? We'll ask John Robson about that next.